My name is Faisal Abdu'Allah. I'm an artist and a barber. I was born in Park Royal Hospital in 1969 and lived in the Park Royal area in Harlesden my entire life. Whilst I was training as an artist, I learned to cut hair. What I quickly realized was how important the barbershop is in terms of culture and in terms of the art. The project, The Park Royals, is essentially a series of two portraits that illustrate and celebrate the two generations that have worked in Park Royal. So one picture documents people that have worked in Park Royal area from the late 60s, early 70s to the present date. Some have retired. And the other image documents the current working populace. So how'd you like it? Number 3 all over?
Number 3 all over, please. Yeah. I grew up, you know, just in Milton Avenue across the railway lines, and we always smelt McVitie's. It was just the intense smell of the biscuits. Everybody comes to visit things, you know, lots of things happen there. You know, I met my wife there, you know, married and children. Now my son-in-law works there with me, so he's the plumber.
Really?
He works there with me. 2 grandchildren. It's lovely there. I knew somebody at Guinness's. You know, you see people, you know, that you went to school with, and oh yeah, I'm working down at Guinness's now, or I'm working at Heinz's. You know, Coca-Cola was there years ago.
You know, there's a lot of influx of different cultures, and I mean, it takes a bit of work to actually mesh all these cultures, or you know, and make something of it, which. You know, it's
you have to adapt, don't you?
Yeah, you have to adapt.
Was it?
Yeah.
This was going back years.
Oh,
years
you're talking about Caribbean Sunset.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I used to go there with my friends.
Caribbean Sunset. Yeah. That was one of the early ones. Yeah. That's going back a bit.
Yeah.
That's going back a bit.
I remember my friend took me there the day my granddad died, so.
Oh wow.
Fond memories of that place, yeah.
I mean, even my dad, when he used to work at Heinz, you know, when he'd come home like Friday night, go, all right, let's go, barbers. And he'd take me to Willesden. Yeah. You know, he'd leave work in his white overalls, you know, take me to Willesden, and we'd go to this guy's house.
Wow.
He'd cut our hair because back in the 70s,
yeah.
people weren't being allowed, or people from the Caribbean community weren't being allowed to set up businesses on the main high street. So they had to use their imagination and creativity and set up barber places in their homes. Yeah. And most of those elders worked in Park Royal. Guinness, you know, like yourself, McVitie's. You know, BMW wasn't there at the time, you know. Skin the side and then just smooth out the top.
That's right.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much. I came here when I was 13 and a bit. From Jamaica.
Oh, you born in Jamaica, yeah?
Yeah, I was born in Jamaica, yeah.
Okay.
13 and a bit, spent a couple of years or so in John Kelly High School. Earliest memory, oh boy, I think it was the cold. It just been in a place that I didn't want to be be honest.
Yeah, it has changed a lot because of all the factories, all the warehouses, all the big companies, all the, you know, it's very busy, very, very busy.
I still want to hang on to the old days.
Okay.
Because I think they're more community enjoyment with that.
How long have you been here for, actually?
This is its 20th year.
Wow.
20th year, and you know, my art practice is, I say, started in 1993.
Yeah.
And everything that I've made.
You used to bring your stuff out here, didn't you? I remember.
Absolutely. Yeah. And everything I've made since 1993 came out of this shop. Wow. And again, it's just the importance of what this social space actually means. Not only a place where you can come get your hair cut, but I think a place of transformation, you know, and that's really, really important.
And I remember doing about 5 weeks on the canal, just being on the boat, just helping out, tie the boat up, moor it up, and I think I got 50 quid for the 5 weeks. Okay. That was huge. That was like that was huge. I never actually got to keep it, to be fair. Mum was, I think she's still looking after it for me. Wow. people work there. You know, it's an industrial area, really, Park Royal. But yeah, I guess just to pretty it up a little bit more would be nice.
Okay, so how would you like it? 0.5 on the side?
Yeah, 0.5 on the sides, and I'd like to keep the top. That's really all, because I'm trying to grow out the top right now.
Okay.
I tried to grow it back, and then I cut it down again, because I got a bit bored. And then I grew it back, and then the October that just went by, I cut it down again.
Okay.
I think I just wanted a bit of excitement.
I started off as a warehouse man, and still is today. It was hard them times, but it was very hard. Things were different, and
your work environment was different?
Different as well.
On your life as well, you mean?
Yeah, it was more harder than where I was, where I left. And at first I was like, nah man, this is not for me, but
really?
but my son was here. I said, nah man, I have to stick with this, you know? And just get on with it, really. 14 years later, I'm still there, you know? I would say Park Royal is so vibrant, you know? There's so much things going on around the area, you know? You get different type of people coming around, you know? You get to meet different people from different backgrounds, you know? Different ethnicity and stuff like that, you know? There's various things that you can associate Park Royal with, you know?
Yeah.
It has got a lot of potential, Park Royal. A lot. And coming back to where we know back in the days to now, things have changed. But I think it can get somewhere. It can go somewhere, you know what I mean?